'85 Honda Sabre VF700S. Clutch plate replacement. Basically, you gotta change the oil, take the oil out, take the oil filter out, take out all these bolts all around here, all around the perimeter. Some are longer than the others, gotta make sure you put those in the right spot. And I got lucky, I already tore this apart, looked at the plates to make sure I didn't need anything else, but you gotta be real careful to take this gasket. Sometimes you can save them. And in this case, I think doesn't want to come off. There we go. There we go. Make sure you check your gasket all around the cover here. Make sure you don't have any broken spots, ripped parts, whatnot. Now you have 5 bolts. They have springs in them like that. It's all torqued down to 8 pounds. I already took them out, as you can see. Basically take off the first cover plate. It's got a bearing. This rod right here comes out too, just leave that in there. Once you get that off, you got a plate. Then you got a smooth plate. And you want the sharp side outside, facing outward. Basically take all those plates off, one at a time or a few, whatever you gotta do. And once you get that off, this one just got destroyed. You can see there's no pad left on this one. That's what beating on your bike does. You also want to take a look at the plates to make sure they're not blued. In this case, this thing is really blued. I already took it on a granite table and I didn't have any gaps. It wasn't warped at all, so color, doesn't look good, but it'll do. I ain't gonna buy some more. If they're warped, yes I would. Other than that, they're alright. Get that off. See, mine, in my case, is quite dirty. Bunch of gunk inside there. Should clean that off before I got my clutch in the mail. But yeah, it kind of sucks. So I'll come back to it. Okay, we are back. Basically, I just cleaned out all the crap that was built up in there. But yeah, so I let the friction plates, this is a new one, let it soak in oil for about an hour. They say overnight, 20 minutes, whatever. I did it for an hour. You want to just go ahead and put a friction plate in first. Push it all the way back in. Then you want to go ahead and grab, which I should have fucking cleaned off before I started the video. It's a regular steel plate. And you want the sharp edge out again. So go ahead and stick that inside. Just go every other one. New plate, new friction plate, and then put a new or the same one that you had in before. And of course, you wouldn't be doing the job right unless you had a Coors original. You got that, you're doing something right. Make sure sharp sides out, all of them. Go ahead, slide her in, just like that. Let's stick another friction plate in. Slide her in tight. And then grab another steel smooth plate. In my case, blue colored. And they got a little warm. Sharp side out. What I mean by sharp side out is when they cut the steel, it's a big old sheet. They stamp it, so it's pushing one edge down, the other side's sharp. You want the sharp side out. And I go ahead and stick another friction blade. Fucking sweating, dripping off my forehead. Of course, clean your plates before you put them in there. Go ahead and stick the next one in. And then a friction plate. And then you're going to end it with a friction plate. I'm getting kind of pumped because I've been waiting a while for this clutch. I ordered it. It took them 2 weeks. The 2 nicest weeks of the summer. So, and now you can hear it's raining, which I guess I'll be getting wet. There's the last regular plate. Then we'll go ahead and stick the last friction plate on. Now we're good to go. That's all there is to it. After that, you go ahead and put the baby back together. The bearing, or you got the bearing in there. Make sure that little stud right here, I don't know what the hell it's called, but make sure that's in there too. Go ahead and stick that plate back on there. You'll feel it kind of pop in place, not going nowhere. Then, most people will order new springs. I pushed mine on the ground and kind of compared them all together, and they're all pretty even. Seemed pretty tight when I had it in there to begin with. And you want to tighten these down to about 8 pounds. I think that's what they say. I don't use a torque bar just because you might strip it. I just got a good feeling for 8 pounds. And done just like that. Just like that. So, I thought I'd help you guys out. People that have a Honda Sabre, VF700S, 1985. Gonna give you an idea of what you'll be looking at if you take off that crankcase cover. You want to tighten them all down even. I'm just getting them kind of started. Once I get them all kind of started, then I'll start torquing them down, doing a little cross deal. And that's basically it. Tighten them down, put your cover on, put all the bolts in, some are longer than the other. Fill it up with oil and you're good to go. Ride safe.